Okay, let's take a look at problem 3 from lesson 4-3. It says writing a rule to describe a nonlinear function. So we have the ordered pairs 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 8, 4, 16, and 5, 32 represent a function. What is a rule that represents this function? So we can make a table and organize in our x and y terms. So all of my x terms are here and all of my y terms are here. For each row, identify rules that produce the given y value when you substitute the x value. Look for a pattern. So the best thing to say is to look for a pattern. You can try many things out. It's not always going to work. This is more looking at patterns. So let's take a look at the first pattern that they came up with. They have y equals 2x. So 2 times my x gives me 2. 2 times 2 gives me 4, but 2 times 3 gives me 6, not 8. So this one will not work. Let's take a look at the next one. X plus 1. So 1 plus 1 gives me 2. 2 plus 1 gives me 3, so that one doesn't work. And now let's look at this one. 2 to the x. So 2 to the first power gives me 2. 2 to the second power gives me 4. And 2 to the third power gives me 8. 2 to the fourth power gives me 16, and so on and so forth. So it works for all of them. So that's the key thing. I have to check and make sure that the function that I came up with works for all of them. And so the function rule can be represented by 2 to the x. Alright, so now let's look at the next one. It says, what is the rule for the function represented by the ordered pairs? So let's write it. So I'm going to write it as x, y. So I have 1, 1, 2, 4, 3, 9, 4, 16, and 5, 25. Alright, so let's talk about it. So let's see. If I multiply everything by 1, let's try one. Let's say y equals 2, y equals x times 1. So y equals x. Oh, we can easily see that's not it, right? So we'll cross that one out. Looks like, I'm just looking at the numbers, they look like all squares of these numbers, right? So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16. So remember, there's no formula. This is just guessing and checking and looking for patterns. So let's try that. So y equals x squared. So let's check it out to see if it works. So if I square 1 squared is 1, checks out for the first one. 2 squared is 4, checks out for the second one. 3 squared is 9, checks out for the third one. 4 squared is 16, and 5 squared is 25. So my function would be y equals x squared. Alright, I hope that this helps.